The photograph displays a small waterfall flowing down a rocky coastline into a wavy lake. Above the photograph, the words Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore are displayed, along with the National Park Service arrowhead symbol. The video shows a park ranger with her back turned to the camera, painting a picture. Behind the park ranger, a large banner displays the colorful, rocky cliffs of Pictured Rocks. The park ranger turns to face the camera.
Oh, hello friends. I'm Ranger Katie and I work at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. I'm glad you tuned in for Park Ranger Playtime with me today because we are going to explore water. If you visited our national park, water is everywhere.
The photograph displayed is a large waterfall flowing down a rocky surface through a green forest.
For example, we have waterfalls, one being Sabo Falls.
The photograph displayed is a large river flowing through a forest.
We have streams and rivers like Miners River pictured here.
The photograph displayed is a small clear lake in the forest.
We have various small lakes such as Trappers Lake.
The photograph displays a wooden walkway inside a large wetland marsh.
And my favorite, wetlands like Sandpoint Marsh.
The photograph displays tall, rocky cliffs high above a large blue, green, and clear body of water.
And of course, we have a great big lake called Lake Superior.
The video is a park ranger holding a large map of the Great Lakes. She points to the different Great Lakes.
Lake Superior is one of 5 Great Lakes. This map shows all of the Great Lakes. Can you help me count them? Let's do it together, out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Want to know the names of the Great Lakes? Here's Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, and I'm right here at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Water is important to every living thing in this park.
A large globe ball is rolled at the park ranger. She picks it up.
And the whole planet. Do you see all the blue on this giant earth ball? That's all water.
There are 5 photographs displayed, each with a different animal.
Animals need water, like beetles, fish, birds, chipmunks, and black bears.
There are 4 photographs displayed, each with different plants.
Plants need water, like trees, water lily pads, and wildflowers. And even we need water to live. That glass of water really hit the spot. So, let's be scientists today and experiment with water right from our homes.
The park ranger sits behind a desk with a tank of water and several items displayed in front of her.
For our first water experiment, I filled this container with water. I've also collected some items from the park and some common household items. I want us to decide, or predict as scientists would say, which items will float and which items will sink. Are you ready? Let's start with the items from the park. Do you think this rock will float or sink? Let's see. It sunk. What about the beech nut shell, which is from a tree found in the park? Do you predict it will float or it will sink? Let's find out. It floated. Okay, now let's try the items that you might find in your house. Do you predict the cotton ball will sink or float? It floated. What about the spoon? Do you predict it will sink or float? It sunk. That was fun, scientists. Feel free to try this experiment at home with an adult using items from your house that are okay to get wet. Let's try one more. For our second water experiment, I have a sponge, a cup of water, a measuring spoon, and a tray to place the sponge on. Let's use our imagination and pretend this sponge is a cloud in the sky. This picture shows many different shapes of clouds. Some are round and puffy, and others are long and wavy. Did you know that water collects in these clouds? That means clouds are sort of like a sponge that can hold water. But what happens when that cloud is too full and can't hold any more water?
The video shows a park ranger standing next to a whiteboard. There are 2 drawings displayed on the whiteboard. The park ranger points at the drawings.
Well, when a cloud is full of water, or vapor as scientists would say, it drops that water vapor either as rain or as snow. We are going to see how much water our sponge cloud can hold until it rains. So scientists, how many spoonfuls do you predict it will take to make our sponge cloud rain? 1, 3, 7? Let's find out. Will you help me keep track? Going to put 1 spoonful on the sponge. Here's 2 spoonfuls on the sponge. 3 spoonfuls. 4 spoonfuls. 5 spoonfuls. 6 spoonfuls. 7 spoonfuls. 8 spoonfuls. 9 spoonfuls, 10 spoonfuls, 11 spoonfuls, 12 spoonfuls.
The video shows the park ranger picking up the sponge while the sponge drips water.
It took 12 spoonfuls to make our sponge cloud rain. Was your prediction right? I wonder, would it take the same number of spoonfuls if I had a bigger sponge? Try this at home if you can and find out for me. All right, water scientists, we've come to the end of Park Ranger Playtime, but don't stop here with learning about water. Try these experiments from your own home with just a few household supplies. Parents, do an internet search for water experiments for early childhood, and you'll find many more simple activities to investigate water from home. Or take this playtime learning outside. Brainstorm a list of things about water to find in your neighborhood or local park and have fun safely exploring. Here's a list I hope to find when I go outside later.
A whiteboard with several items listed on it is pushed towards the park ranger.
Moving water, storm drain, something that drinks water, and something that stores water. This is Ranger Katie from Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore saying thanks for being water scientists with me today. Oh, and hey, did you know how Lake Superior says goodbye? It waves.
The park ranger waves at the camera, then turns her back towards the camera. The National Park Service arrowhead symbol is now displayed against a black backdrop. Then the screen fades to black.